Are we on the air? I think we're on the air. Theoretically, we're on the air. I don't know. This thing is slow. It never tells me. Greetings, programs. This is Digital Jedi. Welcome to another edition of Designing a Jedi. I am your aforementioned host, Digital Jedi, coming to you esoterically live from Jedi Temple 1. So I wanted to do something a little bit different today than what we've been doing in the previous live streams. As you know, we are designing my YouTube channel art, and I'm designing it right in front of you, and you see all my mistakes and foibles and starts and stops and restarts. But there's something that I have not been able to get done because I haven't had time for it, and I thought maybe I could actually do that here on the live stream to an extent. I've been putting each of these live streams in a playlist on my channel called Designing a Jedi. They're all unlisted, and I was thinking about unlisting them, but I need to, or rather I would like to make them unlisted, but with different thumbnails that show the different stages of progress that I made. I'm probably not going to make a thumbnail for every single one, but I thought that'd be kind of cool to design those here on the channel because that's related to what we're doing. And also update the channel art on my YouTube channel. I'll show you the original thing here. Where's the, I need the ping. Where's the ping? The ping's not in here. I think the power went out and cleared my history, or didn't save my history. So that's not where my stuff is. What I'll show you here is the original YouTube channel art that I currently have on my profile. Channel art ping, I believe is it. Yeah, so I want to update that too and maybe make that more a representation of where we are at today. I don't know if I'll up that week to week, but I could. So let's see. And you can watch me experiment and try different things and see how it goes. I think what I'd like to do is kind of take a screenshot of Photoshop here and make it look like that. Let's see. I'm going to preview my screenshot here on the other computer, just in case, because I think I screenshotted something proprietary the other day, and I don't want to post it in a live stream and get myself in trouble here. Let me see. Where are my screenshots? Nothing proprietary, just garbage. Let me sort by date created. Oh, it's already sorted by date created. That's backwards. Okay, so I think we're cool. And if so, sorry, unnamed person. I'll try to edit it out later. See, that's not sorted by date created. That's some old stuff. There we go. All right. And actually, we're not going to work with it in this document. This is the original document. Let's open my channel art template, which I think is in here. If you hear a grinding noise in the background, that is just my young Padawan grinding her teeth. Come to think of it, if that is in my clipboard, it is in my clipboard, but thing is, importing it as a smart object tends to give me a better quality image. So let's just undo what we dragged here. Okay, go back to my screenshot. Oh, make sure we have the right channel art selected. Oh, that's even smaller. Doggone, I thought that would be... Oh wait, that's the old one. Yeah, same size. Alright, I actually thought I would get a better resolution. Sometimes I get better resolution with the smart object. Not sure what's the deal today, but it might be the size of the document. Okay, so we can stand to lose a little resolution. No, another thing we can do is, rather than copying the whole computer screen, now we'll go ahead and do it that way. And like I said, I'm spitballing ideas here, try and get an idea of what I want to do. Let me open up my live chat and see if anybody's actually here watching it live today. Hey you, quit grinding your teeth. Sorry. So I'm not sure exactly what I want to do to make this different. I can possibly drag this to the background. Not that far back. Well, yeah, that far back, and let's open some of these layers here. Open the white layer. And then we'll kind of fade it a little bit. And then let's take a screenshot of the actual, not a screenshot, but copy everything here. Oops, that's not what I asked for. Yeah. And let's bring that forward. I said let's bring it forward. Thank you. I already kind of had a layer like that on there, but I don't want to move that one around right now. Oh, there we have my runaway resize. If you watch previous live streams, you've seen that happen a lot. Hello, Mrs. Digital Jedi. That's what happens when you live stream late. Catch people as they come home. Yeah, that actually could work. We could actually do something like that. Of course, we have to take into account that the let's take into account the actual space. We're not doing that. I'll have the whole screen here. And let's open this back up. It's going to be seen in every single device. It needs to be in this blue square. Yeah, I think that'll work. So let's save it as a PNG, or as I call it, a ping. We'll name it part 2. And as I've mentioned before, I don't like opening Chrome when I have OBS open because basically the stream slows to a crawl if I open it on the same computer. So I'm going to make the changes off camera here. But then you can run to my channel in the next few minutes when my stream catches up with you and check it out for yourself. Kind of think of it, by the time I say I'm done, it should probably already be updated for you, accounting for the delay. Let's go to my channel. And while that's loading, we'll go ahead and save this. Hello, my love. Want to say hi? There's nobody here. You gotta talk into the mic.
Hi.
Woman of few words. Few words. But a love of chocolate chips. Can I have one of those?
No.
Yeah. Oh, now you're loud. So I'm updating my channel art. I'm putting something a little more reminiscent of what I'm actually working on. Have you seen my channel art lately, dear? I'm working on I'm changing the Jedi that I had on there. Remember, this is the one that I had here with the blue and I didn't like it. So what I'm doing is I'm actually doing a design here. I took a Bruce Timm template, like a Green Lantern or something, and I redesigned a Jedi if he was in the Tron Legacy grid, therefore a digital Jedi.
Okay.
Get it?
Ha ha ha.
It's not supposed to be funny.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got it.
It's supposed to be clever.
Oh, that's clever.
I'm changing my channel art for the moment. It wasn't a joke. It's a concept. Yeah, subscribe to Digital Jedi Master so you can watch me and Mrs. Digital Jedi have reactions like this to movie trailers and television trailers and geek pop culture in general. Wouldn't geek culture be all pop culture? All pop culture be geek culture? It's one of those. Alright, we're opening the channel assets thing here. I should also update my VidMe page when I get a chance. Oddly enough, I'm not seeing the picture that I just saved. Well, that's interesting. Yep, this is channel art 2. And there's no channel art 2 in my... That's an old document. It's not this one. Let's try that again. All right. Well, while that decides what it wants to do, let's take a look at some of these other videos I have. What we'll want to open next is my template that I have for my YouTube thumbnails. I have two of those because, well, the file got so big that YouTube would not sync it. So I have one called Thumb Templates General and Thumb Templates Series. We'll open General because I don't really have a series folder set up for this. In my series folder, I have things that I do on a regular basis, like my React videos, and I have the graphics that I use for each of my series of videos, or the ones that I intend to be series, already set up. So, and I have a few things here like that, but mostly I'll just drop stuff inside General. And create small. This was for a podcast I did here a while back. And we'll just create a new group inside General and a new layer. Close this old one. There's my new art. Okay, that's uploading. And it gives me a little preview to show me what it'll look like on different devices. I'm fine with how it is. And it has updated on my end, so it should be updated on yours by now, unless you have to refresh your cache or something. Alright, so we want to create a new, let's create one for when I was in the pencil stages. So we'll close the colors layer, close the inks layer, close the soft light layer, close any layer that is not related to these. Oh yeah, open the background layer. That is really, really light because I lightened it when I was inking it. Turn the opacity back up. Let's close these two. And we'll just use this right here. Control C to copy. Control V to paste. And resize. From the corner, watch that runaway resize. You know what? I might actually have... Nah, I'm not gonna worry about that. Or maybe I will a little bit. I do have, I think, the original template for this live channel. I wonder if I don't want to use that same font. I don't remember which font that is. Let's see. YouTube thumb templates. I might not have moved it. Screenshot. collage template. No, it's for something else. YouTube thumb templates. That's a special one I have set aside for old versions of Photoshop because this version does not work on my old ass laptop. I was a little bit unorganized in the beginning. I didn't know how I wanted things to be organized. Now that I do, I am not sure where things are. Live stream thumb, there it is. Actually, I want this in, where'd it go? Stuff like this we need to move to my new channel assets folder. And now we'll look for it. L. Okay, all this just to see which font I was using. Denmark, regular. I think that's a Epcot Center font. All right. Already selected. Let's just reduce the Gigantor size down a bit. I actually have a nice little window set aside there for let's just copy paste here. Oh, how many text layers did you create there, bud? Looks like I had them on different layers. I definitely like that font. I'm going to move it around a bit because I think on certain devices the word Jedi might be covered the way that I have it over here. So I might do something like designing line right, please. Okay. And we'll put a Jedi down here and just mess with the individual settings. Turn auto off. Let's see, I always forget that's distance from. I think you have to select the whole thing. Oh. We can do different things. We can stretch the word Jedi out, make the font bigger. Let's save so we don't lose our progress. And we need to increase the contrast on this considerably so that it shows up decently in a small thumbnail. And there's a number of ways to do that. What I might do is I might just add a soft light layer above this. Let's test that out. And fill it with black. I said fill it with black, please. Yeah. See the difference? That's a lot more visible. And we need to add a stroke and possibly a new color to this text. What do we have over here? We have the colors from the YouTube template, which, you know, was clever. So let's experiment. I like about that approximate size, so let's paste that style on there. Ugh. Different menus. Oh, pixel size must be larger there. So small, larger, smaller, smaller. So never mind. Something I like to do with this version of Photoshop is I like to have two strokes. The one on top, black, with, oh no, I'm sorry, wrong way, with a small outline. And then the other color beneath it will be larger with whatever color I want. Thinking of maybe just having the stroke be the colorful thing. It's definitely a bit much. You'll see me struggle with font design a lot. Font color choices. Because the thing is that for you know, for general graphic design, you don't want to go too gaudy. But for YouTube thumbnails, gaudy is what attracts attention, what attracts the eye. So it's two different design sensibilities that sometimes my brain plays tug of war with, and I end up with something weird in the middle that isn't necessarily attracting or attractive. In other words, off-putting. So yeah, I struggle with these. And we'll zoom out a bit so we get an idea of what it might look like on a small device. It's not an accurate representation. It'll be crisper than that, but kind of get the idea of what pops and what doesn't. I really did like my gray text with the pastel outlines, but you know what? For the pencil thumbnail, we'll probably need to do something different. either blue or red. And yeah, let's do something like this. Where's my shape tool? Why am I using my mouse? It just hurts my thumb. We might end up going with the red because I'm going to do something. Like I said, I don't want to get too close to the create me a new layer. I always forget I made a button to create a new layer. You should try using that sometimes. Whoa. A lot of paths. My bad. And we're going to add a stroke to that. Not from there we are. From here. Yeah, that's fine. And then we're going to add some more text. Probably smaller text than that. Still don't know why that's starting at 144. Runaway arrow. I wrote like. Okay. You can hear my little Padawan learner over there running around the house. Galloping like a little horse. Well, yes, I am a little horse. I've been talking a lot. These are the jokes, folks. If you want comedy, you've come to the wrong place. Where can we move that so that it's not obstructing my... Kind of like it there, but there is going to be some coverage depending on the device you're on. From the timestamp that YouTube puts in the bottom right hand corner, it just kind of depends. I don't want to cover actual artwork up here. We might just have to make the whole thing smaller. Please don't run away from me this time. That seems fine. And we can just increase the size of that too. Let's hide those. Make sure you constrain proportions. I think that kind of works. Kind of, sort of, kind of. Works for me. All right. Not really a channel asset. Not the flattened version. We will put that in. Well, let's create a new folder for live streams. That was a little delayed, wasn't it? I told you it's a bit of a low resource computer. We are not saving a Pixar file. Let's call it live thumb pencils. Oh, let's actually give it some identity. Designing Jedi. Daj. And then lately, you know, I like saving things in PNG format, but I noticed that lately, those tend to get a little large if you get a lot of complex colors, and they exceed YouTube's thumbnail file size limits, which is limited to like 20 pixels. It's ridiculously low. I feel like most people's computers could handle 30, but maybe it's a resources thing when they gotta generate the other thumbnails. I don't know. I just feel like it could be bigger. VidMe allows much larger uploads, but they are a smaller website. Alright, so I think this is basically the template that I want. And let's grab some other progress. I vaguely recall, I know I had one where I was doing colors and one where I was doing inks. Let's do inks next, and we'll just paste it into the template that we have. Sure. And it looks like we have a case here of nothing happening. There we go. Resize from this corner. What are you doing out there, young lady? Why are you galloping like a horsey? I wonder if we want to line this up with the old one so they're approximately the same. Yeah. I don't know if I want to try too hard. What is it, right about there? Right about there. And of course that same soft light layer makes it a little bit darker. And for this one I'll just change the color of the stroke. The lower stroke. Not the greatest thumb in the world, but I'm just trying to flesh some stuff on the channel out. Quit double clicking. And so like I said, I usually save them as pings, but just in case these file sizes are getting a little large, let's do JPEG. Where am I? Why am I in Google Drive? How did I end up in Google Drive? I don't know. And what did we decide to call them? Live stream, live thumb, DAJ, inks. And as you can see here, I can control the file size, which is just under what I need. That's probably why I should just stick to JPEGs for YouTube thumbs. As disappointing as that is. All right, let's grab the color flats. Or rather say, let's open up the color flats. Guess we can pretty much open everything here, because I did the glows as I was going. Yeah, I think that's fine. I know there's one where I did shading. I don't know if we'll get that specific, but I might make one with shading open. Why do I keep going there? Probably turn the soft light layer off here. Where do we have these? About 50. Oh, some of my subscriptions are going live. So guess I'll be missing some of those. We'll definitely need a new color here. Should we go back to a pastel like what we had before? Call blocker. It's a wonderful thing. Let's pick something in the medium pastel region and scroll through the different colors and see what we get. Maybe there. Maybe there. That's weird how it doesn't change until I let go. Might have to adjust the stroke on these too. Excuse me. Maybe add a second one. So they just stand out a bit more. Okay. I think ordinarily I'd spend more time on them. They tell you to spend more time on your thumbs. That you should spend as much time on your thumbs as you spend on your individual video. But, yeah. Sorry, JPEG. Colors. I don't know if I want to do the one with the shading. Let's close this. What changes did I make to this? Oh, didn't make any changes to this. Oh, this is going to be ironic. We're going to incept this a little bit. Make a copy of that. Paste it there. Reduce the size just a hair. I said a hair. And do just a touch of fade. So, oh, yeah, you do that differently. Sorry, I'm so used to using opacity to adjust fade. I forget that that doesn't work if there's stuff in the background. Quite getting what I want here. Well, just something like that. Maybe cover up a little bit more of the text. Yowza. That's what I wanted. Did I just say yowza? The hell did that come from? I think this is the first time I've ever said that in my entire life. Anyway. Well, I may have said it sarcastically a couple of times when people were bossing me around, telling me what to do, but I was tending to imply something then. I don't know why I said it now. Save as. Yeah. And go to my live stream folder. And I don't know I don't know what to call this one. I should call it design. Probably have a lot named design. All right. I like to give these names because I go ahead and I back them up for later. Oh, look at that one. Now I see that one there's too large. YouTube will not accept it. So there we go. And that's why you should do JPEGs. And so now we have our thumbnails. So you want to try looking at Chrome and seeing what it does. Seeing if we get a delay in the stream. I know startup has a tendency to cause the stream to drag. Stream health is not great to begin with. We can go ahead and close Photoshop for now. I'm not going to make any more adjustments, and we'll just no, I didn't make any changes. I just opened and closed folders. All right, let's get Chrome to open and see what happens. It's possible that Chrome is a bit too much of a resource-intensive browser to have on a low-resource computer, but I really like Chrome. Encoding overload. I think it says it all the time. I'm watching the stream health over here, and so far so good, but it hasn't caught up to what I'm actually doing yet. All my notifications are going to start. Offline. Yeah, now I can't even switch screens. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, as such viewers will experience buffering. Guys, why don't you just lower the quality of the stream for me? That's the thing you can do, right? Right? Well, we won't push our limits too hard. We can't get Chrome to respond today. We'll go ahead and why is that? Who opened? I didn't open that. Why would I open that? Well, it was worth a shot. What do you mean stream complete? All right, I think we demonstrated that we can't get this done in a timely manner. So we'll just come back to it another day. Get out of here. We streamed for about an hour. A lot of sitting around waiting, but hey, what you gonna do? So let's close this so I can at least say goodbye in a reasonable manner. Can we close it? Oh no, don't show YouTube now. It's too late. You had your chance. Get out here. Okay. So, in any event, thanks guys for joining me on another edition of Designing a Jedi. And since there's not, well, I think there's only one person watching, thanks for anyone who watched the recordings. Looks like there are people watching the recordings. I'm seeing views on there. So thanks for tuning in for that. Hopefully I'll get some time to put these on the live, to make these pre-recorded streams all public. They're all private now, but you can get to them easily. They're all unlisted now, not private. They're unlisted. There's a difference. You can get to all the unlisted videos through my channel. Just look for the playlist on my channel called Designing a Jedi. And like I say at the end of every one of these, subscribe, click the bell icon to be notified. When I do live stream, I try to do it every day. I'm getting later and later and later on the schedule, but the idea was to do this in the morning. We'll see how that works out. Also subscribe to my channel because I post cool stuff. That's kind of why. It's kind of why I have one. Me and the wife, Mrs. Digital Jedi, respond to videos, movie trailers, and television shows, television trailers. We do movie reviews on the night we go see the movie. We do all kinds of other stuff that I'm working on. I've got